Jackets win 3-2 over the Detroit Red Wings, and boy does that feel good to say again. While the Jackets did win, it was not their best effort, and they tried to give it away there in the final minute, but Corp was able to hang on and get the victory. Texier continues to evolve. He's becoming an even more impactful player. He had a very strong game in this one. Corpy looks like he's starting to settle into his groove and get back onto his game. Michael Delzato, that contract just continues to pay off dividends. I know it's only 3 games in a year, but he's currently a point-per-game player, which who would have thought that going into the season? Apparently, both Zach and Borkstrand wanted to fight somebody. This is setting up for a possibly very entertaining game tomorrow. Who knows? It could all go by the Whitesides, and the Jackets could be total crap, and the Red Wings could win 8-0. This season is so crazy and different. I think in a somewhat normal year, with the games being this tight and every game being worth so much, this game coming up can be a heated game, but it could be a nothing game as well. Starting off, first period, Jackets come out with a little bit of life. They get some offensive zone time, they get some attack, and then Detroit comes back at them. About 7 minutes in, Detroit's in the offensive zone. There's a play on the wall. Franz Nielsen throws it in front. Corpy makes the save, and he thinks the puck is to his right, so he's on his post looking for it, not realizing puck went to his left. Tyler Bertuzzi sees this. He jumps on it, and he's barely stuff it by as Corpy realizes what's going on, kicks out the leg, and just gets there in time and just completely robs Bertuzzi. That was a huge save by Corpy. Big momentum. You can take that huge save on the bench, like, yeah, guys, let's go. We got this. We got a great guy in net, and go and attack Rice. Or there can be a face-off and you lose it because Foligno's playing center for reasons. Texier doesn't cover Ryan. Bobby Ryan is able to get free, grab the puck, and throw it past Corpy. Red Wings lead 1-0. The line was Foudy, Foligno, Texier. Of those 3 players, Foligno is the third I want to be taking a face-off. Why is Torts thrown out there to take face-offs? If it's a defensive zone face-off, go with somebody else. You're coming back from a TV timeout. You can hit whoever you want out there. You just had a minute to rest all your guys. Why are you throwing Foligno out there? You have 12 forwards. Any of them should have been taking that face-off over Foligno. He loses it. Texier doesn't cover his guy, and Detroit scores. For the rest of the first period, teams kind of trade some chances, but both goalies stand tall, and we head to the second period with Detroit up 1-0. So we come out for the second period. The Jackets looks like they got a talking to from Torch or Flynn or somebody, and they come out flying. They're hitting shots on Grice. They're getting good chances, but they just can't beat them. And then eventually Detroit starts to work their way into the Jacket zone, and they start getting some shots on Corpy, and all of a sudden this huge shot lead in the second period that the Jackets have built up of like 6 or 7-1. The Red Wings just chip away at it, and now they're leading shots in the second period. They're just starting to take control again. And I'm like, what are you doing? This is Detroit. You should be just taking the pucks, getting the offensive zone, playing a little bit, scoring some goals. How have you not scored yet? About 5 minutes left in the period. Jack's in the offensive zone. They're cycling the puck around really well. Borkstrand gets it on the half wall, and he sends out to Boone Jenner, who's on the point. Jenner unloads, and it gets blocked by a Red Wings player. Borkstrand's right there. He picks it up and just throws at the net. Beats Grice. Jack is tied up at 1. Borkstrand's first goal of the year. It was a great shot by Borkstrand. Beats Grice, and the Jackets had a little bit of zone control before that. I'm like, this is the way you should be playing. I think it's starting to click in with the no preseason games and playing Nashville and going to Detroit. And I think everything's just off this year. Everything's going to be off this year. It's a different year. So I think it's starting to click in. Hopefully it is finally clicked in. But Jackets tied it up at 1. Play the final 5 minutes. Both the goalies make the saves. Whatever. We head to the third period. Come out for the third period, and Jackets are pushing a little bit. But Detroit's doing a good job. They're blocking some shots. Grice is making the saves. It's a very good defensive job by Detroit. About 5 minutes in, they start to clear it up out of the zone. Play gets broken up by Texier, and he sends it all the way across the ice over to Borkstrand. Borkstrand enters the zone, and Texier is heading there in support, and Borkson doesn't really have anywhere to go in the zone because there's a Detroit player right there. So he just drops the puck off and kind of protects it for Texier to come by, pick it up, and he heads behind the net and does a nice little wraparound. Grice had overplayed it on the one side. He can't get over. And unlike when the Jackets played the Predators, the defenseman for the Red Wings doesn't do a good job. Texier is able to wrap it around all the way in, picking up his second goal of the year. Jackets lead 2-1. And this is the kind of stuff, though, that I was saying about Texier. He'd made a great defensive play to break it up, got the puck over to the open guy, went in support, took the puck in the offensive zone, got down low, and did a wraparound and scored a goal. He did everything correct on this play. He is really becoming a good player. And if he continues to develop on this path, he is going to be a monster for the Jackets. But after that, about a minute later, the Red Wings are coming to the offensive zone. They get in, they shoot the puck, Corpi is able to make the save, and he kind of pushes it out to Grigorenko, and Grigorenko spins off a Detroit player, recaptures the puck, and PLD has gone. So Grigorenko sees this, sends it up to him, PLD gets it, and goes in the offensive zone. He has his typical PLD little mini breakaway type thing where he has a defender on him, but it still feels like a breakaway because he's so big and strong and able to box the guy out. He's able to enter the zone, go down, pit a Sean Grice, and beats him. Jackets lead 3-1. PLD picking up his first goal of the year, and Grigorenko picking up his first point as a Blue Jacket. And Korpisalo also picked up assists on his play because he gave the puck to Grigorenko. So it's a good play by all three guys. And for a team that gave up so many goals off of the rush, it's good to see them get one off the rush, transition, whatever you want to call it. It's good to see them to actually get one for that way. As in typical Jackets fashion, even though Torts in this offseason said he's going to try and let them guys play freer and he would rather win games 7-5 rather than 2-1. He wants it to be more open and free and less defensive. The Jackets backed off. They just did. And Detroit was able to start pressuring, and the Jackets would get some chances, but it was a lot of Detroit after their 3-1 lead. Couple minutes left, Detroit ends up pulling their goalie. I'm like, this was a lot of time to pull your goalie left. They do it anyways. Jackets are able to get up the ice. There's a couple of chances. Foligno can't bury it. Savard can't bury it. Nash can't bury it. I'm like, it's an empty net. How can you not put this in? But Detroit's doing a good job getting in the way, blocking shot. About a minute left. The Red Wings are in their offensive zone. They're moving the puck around really well. Zach Werenski breaks it up and he goes, I have an idea. Which we saw what happened last game when he had an idea and he gave the puck to Philip Forsberg. His idea this game was, you know what, we've been out here for a while. I'm going to go for the empty net. Mind-blowing, he thought this. He went from his goal line trying to hit the empty net at the other end of the ice. Now, if he hits it, good job, Zach Werenski. However, if you miss, which is much more likely, this could go horribly because you are tired and you are going to have to stay out there. Detroit's allowed to change. Guess what happens? He misses. Now, the Jackets have tired players out there. So they end up losing the face-off. The puck works its way to a point. They put a shot on net. It hits Corpi right here in the shoulder. He catches it in his blocker. He has it. Bobby Ryan comes in, smacks him on the blocker, but Corpi still has control of it. And because Bobby Ryan hit him on the blocker, Zach Werenski once again loses his mind and shoves him into Corpi, and then Nestikov comes crashing in as well. Corpi falls over, puck falls out of his blocker into the back of the net, and the Red Wings have scored. Even though the ref on the ice is saying no goal, no goal, no goal, there's now a scrum. People start pairing off. Borkstrom's finding Bobby Ryan. Zach Werenski's fighting Dylan Larkin because, of course, they are best friends. They're fighting now. The thing that I found most interesting about this is Corpi's a little upset he just got ran into. So the players, start pairing off and stuff. And the 6th Detroit Red Wings player starts to come in. And Corpi goes, no, and shoves him out of the way. I'm like, good job, Corpi. You don't have a goalie to fight. There's your goalie, technically. Go and push him away at least. But they would end up looking at this play. They would end up giving the goal to Detroit because Zach Werenski is the one that caused Corpi to lose the puck. And if Zach Werenski never shows Bobby Ryan, Corpi keeps in his blocker, plays dead, not a problem, we move on. Thankfully, though, the final minute, the Jack is able to kill it off, and they win 3-2. Now, In this game, during the second period, the final 7 minutes, apparently PLD played only 15 seconds or something like that. He didn't play a whole lot in the final 7 minutes if he played at all. I see people on there go, oh, Torres bench PLD. I don't think he bench PLD. I think he's trying to send PLD a message, which is, hey, I get you don't want to be here. However, you're here. So you better start contributing or you're not going to play. Then your value's going to tank. You're not going to get traded. And you'll be here for even longer. So you might as well go out there and contribute something to the Jackets. To me, the third period, so far, I know it's only 3 games, but that third period was PLD's best period. And so maybe that little message sat well with him. Even if he just plays a little bit better, gives some sort of effort, contributes something on the goal line, we should be good. But hopefully they can do this again. It's a back-to-back situation. They play Detroit again tomorrow. So thank you for watching this video. Click like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And until they play the Detroit Red Wings again, I will see you later.